Stop burning our equipment. Small-scale miners warns government.
Did the president order the military to burn excavators on site or seize them? This is a question that we need answers to be answered.
Now, the president of the National House of Chiefs, JP II, fully supports the burning of this mining equipment in the forest reserves and has asked even the military to intensify it because it is yielding good results despite the hit back on critics.
We should all come together and drive these people from the forest and river bodies. Government has been criticized for burning mining equipment in the forest. Some suggest the equipment could be used for the benefit of the country. I disagree with these criticisms. Do you remember the story of the 400 seized excavators? How would we account for many if we cannot even account for those few ones that were seized? Assuming Ojiahoho hires someone's excavator for illegal activity, I would be held liable instead of the state, simply because I have no legal backing. No dealer would approve of the use of his equipment in illegality. I saw several excavators on the Nyinahini Bibiani stretch. The ban is already yielding positive results. You should intensify the fight because you have our support.
And the small-scale miners has also expressed their displeasure on burning of this mining equipment of its members. But my question is it the best action to take? Won't it be better for government to seize those excavators and then use it as a government property? Or can't we use these excavators for developmental purposes? The small-scale miners now they have served an ultimatum to the government that includes street protests and legal action if the government fails to act on this. Now you realize that the military are not only targeting river bodies and forest reserves, but they are targeting all miners, regardless whether you have a license or you are an illegal miner.
The military were asked to go on river bodies, but we have a situation whereby they veer off and they went to communities whereby there are licensed small-scale miners and they went burning their equipment. Then, the other one that we want clarification or we want to find out or see how best, can't the government liaise with the Minerals Commission for the names of small-scale block out areas across the country and share with the deployed military personnel to prevent them from harassing legally licensed miners? Another clarification that is the national dialogue, because what we went and discussed, we want to express our total displeasure about government's U-turn on issues raised at the recently held small-scale mining dialogue. By so doing, we are giving the government an ultimatum of 7 days to address these concerns or expect 3 days intensive nationwide demonstration by NASAM in all cities and towns in this country. By so doing, we thank you and we expect a quick response from the government as well as the minister in charge of land and natural resources. There are other places whereby this so-called burning is still taking place. Some at Dunkao district, whereby military are there as we speak, doing the burning of excavators. And we don't know where that thing came from. Because at the national dialogue, we never discussed military deployment to go and burn excavators. And this is very disheartening to us members of the association. It looks like a betrayal from government because we sat with them at the national dialogue, we discussed so many issues, we brought out things that we need to do, modalities that we do to take to make sure that these illegal miners from the river bodies and the forest reserves will be kept. But they came out doing otherwise. So we are showing our displeasure on those things.
I am Lieutenant Colonel Prince Tando, in charge of this team on the right side of River Ofin. We started our search, locate and destroy. So far, we've destroyed almost about 16 Chamfan machines. And as you can see behind us, we've located 2 excavators that we are going to destroy. And we'll be here for some time. We have to make sure that we'll destroy all mining equipment on this river and outside the river. We will ensure that we'll fight until all the illegal miners are flushed out from this place.
We are currently located at Adaboy, and so far we have demobilized 35 Chamfan machines and 6 heavy duty machines for Galamsey duties.
The water that we drink is supposed to be protected. In the ecosystem, we have responsibility to protect it. So we will continue to push hard. At the least opportunity we get, we will hit them hard.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, I bring you greetings and well wishes from our Commander-in-Chief and the President of the nation, as well as the Military High Command. They have been following our exploits with keen attention, and they've realized the good job that we have done over the past 3 days. When there are no river bodies, when there are no forests, Ghana cannot exist. And so we have a responsibility to protect our national heritage so that new generations will come and inherit it. We have to make sure that the state's laws and government policies are enforced, not actualized, but enforced. So what we are doing is enforcement of the laws of the nation. And so we are going to continue to make sure that we operate to rid all the major rivers of the nation of these illegal mining activities, so that the waters can clear and then we'll have better water to drink. And then also we have our forest reserves for posterity.